Hey YouTube, it's Elizabeth, Finding Elizabeth, and today is Tuesday, July 29th, 2014. Putting my video up on Tuesday today instead of my usual Monday day. Had a bad day yesterday. For those of you who I'm friends with on Facebook, our dog died really suddenly and unexpectedly. She was old, but she was perfectly healthy, and I guess she had a heart attack or a stroke or something. Of course, we'll never know without paying $9 million to the vet to do an autopsy, but she was fine in the morning, and then she yelped out in pain, and in the time it took me to call the vet and try to get it together, 5 minutes, my son was sitting with her and she passed away. So it was quick for her, but it's very sad for us. And I have a cold too, and I just wasn't feeling the whole video thing yesterday, but I do want to keep on track and with my commitment to accountability and doing a video every week. So I'm here today, and this is my week 15 post-op VSG surgery. I had surgery on April 14th, 2014 with Dr. Bellsberg at Kaiser South Bay in Southern California. My highest weight when I started this process in January of 2014 was 402 pounds. My surgery weight on April 14th was 360.6 pounds. My weight last week was 292.4 pounds, and my weight yesterday was 289.6 pounds. So that's a 2.8 pound last week, 2.8 pound loss for last week, a 71 pound loss since surgery, and 112.4 loss since my highest weight. Happy with the 2.8, not quite sure how that happened, but I'll take it. I'm happy with it. It's all going down. I do my averages for the week of calories and protein and blah blah blah, but I sort of got off track last week, and I want to talk about that a little bit on Friday, and I stopped tracking and writing things down, so I don't really have averages to give, but I've been back on track with that since yesterday, so hopefully I'll have those again next week. They may not be great, but I will have them to report. So my last video was called Happy Happy Joy Joy. Today's video is like no more unicorns and rainbows. I had my first real hiccup last week with this kind of process, and I don't know, just trying to I think I know why, but just trying to figure it all out, and it's just been really hard to get back on track. On Friday afternoon, I just started having, the urge to eat whatever. I mean, things I hadn't eaten since before surgery, way before surgery, because I started, a weight loss program in January. It started with a tortilla. The tortilla was a slippery slope that led to making Red Lobster garlic and cheddar biscuits, which I was able to eat 1.5 of those with no problem whatsoever. And I just had this urge to just stuff my face in a way that was very much a compulsive eating behavior that I haven't experienced in a while. So of course I always want to know why. And I started thinking about it. I think I figured it out. At first I thought maybe it was because my son and I had gone to see the movie Boyhood Thursday night. I don't know, it's not playing in a whole lot of places, but it's a pretty long film. It's 3 hours long, but it was done in real time. So they tracked, not tracked because it's not a documentary, but the actors would come together every year for 12 years to film this over I think it shot in 35 days overall. And it was the story of a boy who is my son's age going through all those things that kids do. And I think it was, it was emotional for me for a couple of reasons, but it ends with him going off to college, and I'm having my my own emotions about that happening with my son coming up soon. But it wasn't a bad thing. I mean, it was just emotional, and it wasn't things that I hadn't been thinking about. So I was like, well, maybe it's that. Maybe it stirred up some feelings, and I'm eating in response to that. But I think what it really was is I had a situation on Friday that I didn't handle in a way in which I was proud of myself. I did something and reacted in a way I hadn't in a really long time. And I really think it was just kind of punishing myself for that behavior. And you know, it's funny, until I saw less of Sarah's video about after she reached goal, and about how she felt that her weight was about sort of punishing or harming herself. I had never really considered that. I'd always thought, you know, oh, it's about being afraid of intimacy, or it's about keeping people away, or it's a, you know, layer of protection or whatever. But that really, what she said really resonated with me. And when I tracked back my, you know, weight history over time, it really seemed to fit that kind of MO around times that I was, you know, wanting to punish myself. So I really actually do think that's what was happening with me on Friday. I didn't track my calories, but the day ended with a Haagen-Dazs ice cream bar, so it can't be good. And it was like stuff I have not eaten. I mean, I haven't had ice cream, I haven't had bread, and so I ate all this crap, and I felt awful, horrible. And I felt awful, horrible that I could eat as much of it as I could, and really, you know, I mean, you don't really dump with VSG, but I felt really full, and it was like, I knew that there were things I could do to stop what I was doing, but I was like this defiant little girl who was like, no, I'm not going to call a friend and talk about this and talk me out of it. No, I'm not going to go to the gym and try to break this cycle. It was just like, I wanted to do this, and nobody was going to get in my way. So that was Friday, and then I woke up Saturday sick. And it's the first time also that I've been sick since I had surgery. And I just didn't feel like eating anything. It's just a cold, but the idea is like so few things sound really good to me. So the last couple of days since Saturday, Sunday, yesterday, today, protein sucks. I haven't eaten, you know, a lot of calories. Water sucks. I haven't exercised or walked, even walked the dog, because this morning I am going to go walk the dog after this, but it was just too sad for me to want to go walk the one dog without the other dog. But I am going to do that today. But I did start, and I was also really bummed I didn't track on my FitnessPal, and I had like a gazillion day track of tracking, and so now we're back to like, I think I'm on day 2 now, which kind of sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. And I just have to get back on track. It just seems a little, I don't know, something about it seems a little overwhelming right now. And probably it's still part of just not feeling good and being sad, but the thought of 64 ounces of water or 75 grams of protein just makes me want to gag. So anyway, that's where I'm at this week. So much for the happy, joy of last week. Yeah, it just all seems overwhelming. And I know I'm probably just going to do it the way I did this when I started a weight loss program in the beginning, which was just slowly do one thing at a time until I get back on track. So for today, it's my FitnessPal. And I don't know what it's going to be tomorrow. Maybe, I mean, I know I need to get my protein back up there. But it is what it is. Life happens. I wanted to give, I know last week I gave a shout out to Losing Weight Kate for hitting her milestone of 100 pounds since surgery and also being in TWONDERLAND. But at the time that I did my video last week, I hadn't seen her video where she celebrated that. And I just wanted to say it was like one of my absolute favorite videos that I've seen on YouTube. It was very moving. If you haven't seen it, please go see it. I'll put a link to it below. And then her video today really hit home in terms of where I'm at right now. And I love the idea that she talked about, which was every moment can be your Monday. Meaning that every moment is the opportunity to make a new choice. It doesn't have to be the, oh, you know, I screwed up today, let's eat everything under the sun and then we'll just start on Monday. You know, 5 minutes from now can be your Monday. She also talked a little bit about Overeaters Anonymous. I'm curious to know how many people, and I know it's anonymous, so if you don't want to say it's fine, but I'm just curious to know how many people in the weight loss surgery community go to OA. I've been several times before, and I don't know if it was because it hit too close to home or what, but I just really didn't like it. That was before weight loss surgery. I may try it again. Because this stuff that happened this week was obviously all about my head. Didn't have anything to do with my body. Even though I was able to eat a bit, my restriction is just fine. So anyway, that's where I'm at this week. Hope you guys have a great week, and I hope I'm in a happier, better mood next week. All right, have a great week. I'll talk to you later, YouTube.